Alright, here we go with number 1, mixing up 16th notes, gallops, reverse gallops, 8th notes. All kinds of rhythmic stuff happening here. Here we go. 1E and a 2 and a 3 and 4E and 1 and a 2 and a 3 and 4E and 1 and a 2 and a 3 and 4E and 1 and a 2 and a 3 and 4E and 1 and a 2 and a 3. 90. 1, 2, 3, 4. 120. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 150. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 180. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 'Let's do the repeats at 160. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 'Why did I go to that chord? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, the drunken gallop. Very difficult one to get going quick. 60. 1E, a 2E, a 3E, a 4E, a 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 90. 1, 2, 3, 4. 120. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 150. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 180. It's really damn hard. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Nah. Let me try 170 instead. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Wrong chord. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Whew. I'm gonna go to 140 for the repeats on this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 'So yes, the chord thing we talked about. So when you have a regular power chord, such as an A5, you know that you're going to have the root and the fifth note, or fifth interval. So when in key, let's say the A note, let's do it this way. So key is C, we know that. So C is the root, or the first note. So you can have a C5 chord, because both of those notes are in key, C and G. A D5 is in key because you have the D and A. The E5 chord is in key because you have the E and B. F5 is in key because you got the F and the C. G5 is in key because you have G and D. Remember, we're in the key of C, so all natural notes, no sharps, no flats. You get the A5 chord, that's the sixth note in the key of C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just playing it down here. So A5, that's in key because you got an A and an E. Now, seventh note for the seventh chord position. If you play a B5, it is not in key because that's a B and an F sharp. So which we have, if we play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 notes going up in key, not to be mistaken with intervals, because that's not exactly the same thing right now. But the fifth note in is a flattened fifth, because that's where the 5 is. Remember, it's all about distances. When you say a fifth interval, it's always up that same amount. No matter where you play that, that's a fifth interval. Root to 5, root to 5. So when you have that note, or that interval there, but then it's down a half step, now it's a flat 5. So, for this case, in the key of C, we don't call it a B5, we call it a B5 flat 5. So B5, and then yes, in the parentheses you got the flat 5. I would prefer it if we called it a B diminished fifth, or B5 diminished, because that makes more sense to me and how I learned theory. But you never see that anywhere. It's B5 flat 5, that's the naming of it. So it's just one of those things we just got to accept. So B5 flat 5. So when you have a power chord starting in the seventh position in key, it's going to be a whatever 5 flat 5. It's like A5 flat 5, D5 flat 5, or perhaps even a flat 5, meaning A flat is the root note, and then power chord thing. So A flat 5 flat 5. Because if you just say A flat 5, it's just that, because there's your A5 here, and A flat 5 would be that. So like in the key of F, we got your F5, G5, A5, B flat 5. So it's not saying that the B is the root note with a flat 5, it's saying B flat is the root note plus the 5. So we can have a B flat 5 flat 5. So hopefully that makes sense. Any questions come up, let me know. I will see you again next week.